Yo, hey, this shit easy, nigga. Hey, all I'm talking about, nigga, I'm still out here trying to get it.
Contender Regime Boxing, checking back in with y'all, man. It's fight week. It is fight week. We got Undisputed at 154 pounds, super welterweight, the most competitive division in the sport of boxing. JERMELL CHARLO versus Brian Castano. It is going down this Saturday, July 17th in San Antonio, Texas. It's going to be on Showtime, not pay-per-view. It's going to be a free card. If you got Showtime, it's not going to be a pay-per-view fight. So, but the action in this fight is going to be worth every penny that you spend for your Showtime subscription, or if you actually go to the fight and see it live. This is going to be an excellent fight. It's a great stylistic matchup when you have a guy like Brian Castano, who is he could possibly be the best inside fighter at 154 pounds. He's definitely top 3 in my opinion when it comes to fighting on the inside. He has a pressure that is that reminds you of a Sean Porter. He's just really, really good at cutting the ring off, getting to the inside, making you work. He's gonna make you work every second of every round. He's a fantastic inside fighter, and he has a lot of skill, with that as well. It's not just ineffective aggression. It's a lot of intelligent pressure, and he works when he get on the inside. He don't smother all his shots. He really does work. You have JERMELL CHARLO, who, in my opinion, is one of the most complete fighters in the sport of boxing, and the most complete fighter at 154 pounds. He showed you in the first half of his career where he can box off of the back foot, be more of a cerebral sharpshooter from mid to long range, and just pick his shots. Then he showed you in the second half of his career that he can do that, and then also mix it up with effective aggression, be an ambush fighter, set traps for guys, and get big knockouts in high level fights. And every time the level of competition raises up, you see JERMELL CHARLO raise his game and bring out something new in his arsenal. JERMELL CHARLO with Derrick James has just turned into just a complete fighter, being able to do anything that you need him to do to adjust in the fight and get the victory. He shows you that he can adjust to different styles and stick to a game plan, but also, like I said, when it comes down to it, he shows you that he has the ability to adjust. And I think that's what kind of gives him the edge versus anybody at 154. Just the natural ability, the size. He has a perfect frame for 154. All of his physical attributes, the intangibles, and then also just, him being, in my opinion, the most complete fighter in the division. But stylistically, this fight is going to be amazing because you have two dogs. You got, number one is Undisputed, so these guys are aware of what's on the line, and they gonna bring everything they got. I believe both of these guys are two guys that are willing to leave everything in the ring. I don't think you're gonna see nobody quit in this fight. I don't think you're gonna see nobody just lay down and if they have more to give, they gonna give it. You know what I'm saying? Because they understand what's at stake here. And like I said, stylistically, JERMELL CHARLO is he can fight off the back foot, but he's not a guy that's gonna try to evade you and stay away from combat. He's gonna oblige, and he's gonna, if you want to fight, he gonna fight with you. He can make you do what you don't want to do. He has the ability to impose his style and his pace on you, but he a dog and he a lion. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like, if you want to fight, he don't mind fighting with you. And the same thing with Brian Castano. We know what Brian Castano gonna do. He gonna come forward with extreme pressure. He's gonna be relentless, and he's gonna make JERMELL CHARLO work every second of this fight. And JERMELL CHARLO I think he'll be able to, show some different wrinkles in his game and make adjustments as it goes. The keys to victory. Keys to victory, obviously, for Brian Castano is pressure, 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 pressure. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be the biggest key, pressure. He going to have to keep JERMELL CHARLO moving backwards and never being able to rest, never being able to gather himself. He going to have to put so much pressure on JERMELL CHARLO where JERMELL going to have to get frustrated or do something uncharacteristic, maybe leave himself open for a shot, put him in a position of where he has to fight when he don't want to fight. Another thing is gonna be his stamina for sure. Like his stamina gonna have to be on point. Castano has shown that he has really good stamina, and that he's a guy that has a great engine that continues to go on and on and on as the fight goes, and he's strong in the 11th and the 12th round. You saw that in the Teixeira fight where he threw hella punches, but he was still strong in the 11th and the 12th trying to get Teixeira out of there. Teixeira was just very durable, and he was able to survive. But you seen how strong Castano was in the Lara fight, which was a draw. He was cutting the ring off on Lara and just applying unlimited pressure on him, and he was strong throughout the 12 rounds. And I think you're going to see that same type of Castano in this fight, and it's going to be key, pressure and stamina. Another thing is going to be his head movement while he's working his way on the inside. JERMELL CHARLO is definitely going to have a reach advantage, and while you trying to get on the inside using your pressure, you got to be smart, especially with a sharpshooter like JERMELL CHARLO, somebody who has great power and great accuracy, and he capitalizes on your mistakes. So Castano is gonna have to have great head movement while he working his way on the inside. He ain't gonna be able to just walk in like Frankenstein and then without moving his head, because he gonna get caught with something, he gonna get hurt bad. So pressure, pressure, pressure. Stamina gonna have to be a key factor. Stamina, conditioning, all that for Castano, and head movement while he working on the inside. And when he get on the inside, just work. Just work. He got great hooks to the body. He got really good uppercuts. I love his left hook to the top of the head. He got a lot in his arsenal on offense once he does get in range, and I think that's gonna be key. For JERMELL CHARLO, the jab. The number one thing for JERMELL CHARLO is going to be the jab. He's going to have to use that jab to establish the range and distance to keep Castano at bay. That way he can get his shots off, and that way he can work at his own pace and not be forced to fight when he don't want to fight. If he want to move and shuffle and, just kind of gather himself, that jab is going to be key to allow him to set up his shots and slow Castano down. Then another key for JERMELL CHARLO, he gonna have to tie Castano up when he need to tie him up. If Castano get going and he get in the rhythm and he start getting too close to you, and you need to like slow him down and kind of frustrate him, kind of discourage him from just coming in all aggressive and shit, JERMELL CHARLO gonna have to tie him up when he need to. Just like how he fought Rosario. I think the game plan for this fight is gonna be similar to how JERMELL CHARLO fought Jason Rosario. Jason Rosario was a really solid pressure fighter as well, but you're gonna have to, get your shit off, throw your jab, to the head, to the body, throw that overhand right, throw that left hook, throw that straight right down the pipe, you feel me? And then shit, when he get in there, tie his ass up a little bit, tie him up, let him know shit. If you gonna try to get on the inside, you gonna work. I'm gonna tire your ass out, let him go, then get back to work, And keep doing that same, tie him up a little bit, and then once you start tiring him out, then you can start letting your shots off late in the fight. Another key for JERMELL CHARLO is gonna be just his timing. Timing and counterpunching. He's gonna have to be very sharp with the timing and the counterpunching, because he's gonna get opportunities with Castano coming forward the full fight. He's gonna have to be very accurate with the timing and the counterpunches. So when you do get those opportunities, you gotta take advantage. And I think JERMELL CHARLO definitely will take advantage in this fight and land some really good counter shots. I expect this fight to be an all-out war. An all-out war. Nothing less. An all-out war. It ain't gonna be too much. It's gonna be chess, at some points in this fight, and I think JERMELL CHARLO is really going to be the chess player here. Brian Castano is not a dumb fighter. He's a very intelligent fighter as well. But it's like we know what he gonna do. You know he coming forward. You know what I'm saying? Now JERMELL is the guy that's gonna have to be the one to make adjustments in this fight. So I think he's gonna be the more cerebral fighter in this fight. But to be honest with you, it's gonna be an all-out war. It's gonna be an all-out war. I don't see this fight going a distance. I think JERMELL CHARLO will make those adjustments. I think he will land those counter shots and really take control of this fight. But I expect this to be, a very, very tactical war. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna be the war of attrition. Who wants it more is Undisputed, the first 4-belt undisputed champion in super welterweight history. They making history in this fight, and these guys understand that this is a once in a lifetime type of opportunity, and I think they're gonna bring it all, man. I got JERMELL CHARLO winning this fight by stoppage in the 8th round. I think JERMELL CHARLO lands something while Castano is coming forward. He lands something significant in the 8th round, and he stops Brian Castano in devastating fashion. You know what I'm saying? In devastating fashion. I could see it going longer than the 8th round as well. I could see something happening in the 9th or the 10th, because Castano is a very strong guy and very mentally and physically strong. So y'all let me know what y'all think down in the comments. What are the keys to victory for you, and who you have winning this fight and why? Break it down for me in the comments, man. Contender regime boxing. I'll holler at y'all boys, man.